YouTubers. This is my second video. Yay for me. I am so infuriated and I wanted to share with you why I have so much emotion on my chest. I have been wearing MAC products for probably about 14 years. Everything from lipsticks to powders to foundations to eyeshadows. There are a wide variety of MAC products that I have tried. Brushes, as you can see, I have my own little makeup station here. But there's one thing that I didn't know. People actually go through the trouble of faking brushes. Why I'm so surprised, I have no idea. But I got duped today. And I want to share with you guys, while again I have so much passion on my chest about it, or so much fire really on my chest about it, I wanted to share with you the difference between the brushes. So I have my MAC 165 brush, and then I have a fake 227 brush. So you can kind of see the difference. The first noticeable difference is the MAC brush is actually a lot darker than the fake MAC brush. The emblems are so similar. They're pretty much in the same space or place or whatever you want to call it. They're close. Well, maybe they're not that close. There is a difference in the placement, but maybe that's not even the biggest difference, because I'm sure people can just, move the stamp down a little bit. But the color of the handle, this is definitely much darker, and this is has a bluish hue to it. I don't really know if you can see with the camera, but it does have a bluish hue to it. The other major difference is the silver part. It's dented pretty distinctly. When you rub your fingers over it, you definitely can see and feel and look at the difference. And this has dents in it, but it is definitely not as noticeable. And so those are the two major differences. The other difference is the MAC brush has, I know that you won't be able to see it on camera, but the MAC brush has a little bit of an indentation at the very end of the handle that says Japan. When you rub your fingers over it, you can't even feel it. It's like lightly tapped. The fake MAC brush has France on it. Or even the ones that I have seen, I have another one that has Japan on it. When you rub your thumb over it, it's raised significantly. So you can definitely feel the difference of the indentation of the company in which it was made in. And here is also a MAC brush that actually I got in a collection, so it's a limited edition brush, and it's similar to the style of brush, but the indentation is still significantly different. When you rub your fingers over it, it's a dent. When you rub your fingers over here on this one, it's kind of, you almost don't notice it. The other thing is there's an indentation in the top of the brush, as well as in the top of the brush is this one. For this brush, the real MAC brush, the indentation, the hardest mark of the indentation is on the back of the brush. On the fake MAC brush, it's on both sides. The indentation is equal on both sides. In terms of feeling the brush, it doesn't really feel that much difference, but I did how I figured out that they were fake brushes is I washed them. You know, I wash the brushes before. I try to wash all, well, not try, I do wash all of my brushes before each use. And I was washing the brush and swirling it around, and all this black dye just ran off of it. And as I was swirling it around the first wash, all these bristles and all the hairs of the brush were coming out. It made me so mad, because you spend money on a product that you believe in, and to have someone fake it and then trick you without obviously your knowledge. I had no idea that fake MAC brushes existed, nor did I have any idea that people actually go through the trouble of really faking these brushes, and it's big business. I was duped on Amazon, and I don't remember the seller's name, but I will definitely put the seller's name in the description box. But definitely a difference. MAC stands behind their quality. It's a great brand, just like any other of the other long-standing brands. Are people who are just faithful to that particular brand. And when it comes to brushes, you know, there are other competitors, but why would you want to spend your money on a brush that is fake? I mean, if you want to buy cheap brushes, or not even cheap, but inexpensive brushes, Target has inexpensive brushes, ELF. I purchased some great brushes from Target. Sonia Kasha has brushes at Target, ELF, and you can find those for $3, $10, and they're good, you know, brushes, especially if you're trying to figure out what you want to do in terms of application, how you want to use the brushes. My suggestion is buy a few inexpensive brushes, but even when buying those inexpensive brushes, you don't want to just buy something that's cheap and that's a fake. It's a fake. I think that's the part that angers me so bad, is that it's a fake. People actually go through the trouble of faking the brush. Now, what if I would have put that brush on my face, and that black dye or whatever was in the hairs of the brush gave me an allergic reaction, or it stained my face, or you know, whatever. You can't take those kinds of risks and then blame it on a brand that stands behind their product. It's just terrible. And I'm sorry for my soapbox rant. I just really wanted to let people know the difference between the brushes. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe, watch some more videos, and don't buy fake MAC brushes.